Hello, you huggable lollipop. I am Joseph the Huggist, and this is Plug and Let's Play. So, I am playing Metal Gear Solid. And like I said last episode, this is... Ooh, it got me. One of my favorite games of all time. Off to an awful start. So, to be frank, I did like 4 hours recording, and then started checking the footage and all that, and the first half an hour, it froze, like the video froze, so I have to redo all of it, which is alright. I don't mind playing this game over, but definitely did not enjoy that. So this is like one of the first games I ever bought. I bought this in a... Since he is not sleeping anymore, he is walking around. I bought this at a Walmart in Orland Park, Illinois. That Walmart still stands, by the way. Back in the 90s. Or it was probably early 2000s, because I got it for like 20 bucks and it was greatest hit. And so it's definitely later than when it first came out. So I got this in the 2000s, and it's one of the first games I ever played. I play this annually, so I've played this at least 19 times. I played it for my YouTube channel earlier last year, but when I first started my YouTube channel, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put some... He's got a cold. Put some filters on it and do some crazy things, try to be unique, and then I was like, oh, that just sucks. So this is sort of like my redemption. I'm on my redemption tour now.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
There's another game. One of my favorite games is going to be on this redemption tour. Sonic the Hedgehog is on there. Like any of my early games where I put this crazy filter on, I want to redo and better. And I wasn't super good at it then, and I'm not good at it now. But it's McDonald Miller.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd
Awesome.
rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
So like another like Assassin's Creed 1 is on there, and there's a lot of games on my redemption tour. But this is my favorite game of those, so I started with this one. And it's sort of like my new tradition when I start up a series. Metal Gear is one of the... If it's not the first game, it's one of the first games. By the way, this is why I always come up to the upper deck, is so I can trigger this cutscene right here.
I moved the dark cheek to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman
Must be the colonel's niece.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway,
I haven't
want
killed
you to
anyone.
Increase the security detail on the chief.
Usually when I do play this game, I go and kill as many guards as I possibly can. For this one, I want to try and be as stealthy as possible. I want to be a shadow on the shadow's ass. That made 0 sense. So the first gameplay footage I recorded was Metal Gear, along with like NFL Stream and Madden. And then for my other show, my Monday show, that's every Monday at 1 o'clock, is Outdated Trouts. The first demo I did was... Do I need that ration? No. Was Metal Gear Solid's demo.
Press the action button to drop down. Press the action.
I should have called him right after that cutscene was triggered. Was Metal Gear Solid's demo, and I played this game so many times.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
And I'm using the PlayStation Classic, like I said. So I'm actually using the original Classic controllers. I haven't done any modifications to this Classic. I haven't gotten any controllers for it. I am using it as is, in spirit of the plug and plays. I need those. Those are thermal goggles. Bam. There's some games that are unplayable on this, like Tech. For some reason, I'm doing mediocre in Tekken. I shouldn't be doing mediocre in Tekken and PAL. Like the Rainbow Six game. Oh my God, that was not what should be on this. But for the most part, I'll be able to play a lot of the games. And there's this device now that will let you use different controllers, like the PS4 controller and stuff. And I'm gonna get that eventually. I just can't afford that right this second. And I really wanted to start this show. Is there anything over here? Oh, SOCOM bullets. If you don't have a SOCOM, can you grab the bullets over there, or... I wonder if there are people that doesn't know where the SOCOM is. So as I said, this is my second time playing this, and like restarting this over because of my glitch and all that, and I can harp over that, or I can...
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
move on and do a better version of that, which I did, and I'm actually quite used to this controller now.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
It helps that I am old enough where I had the original PlayStation when I was a child, and had the original controller and remember what it feels like. So I used to use this exact controller for when I was playing.
Oh, kind of damn cold.
It's Johnny.
Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
This is the same controller I would use with the to play NFL Extreme 2, if you know what that game is. There's gameplay footage on my channel right now. But so I'm kind of used to this controller. It feels alright. I mean, it would be nice to have the DualShocks, but you can't harp over that. And you can't harp over what PlayStation's effort in this when it's like a few years past now, so. If they ever do like a PS2 classic, if they ever decide to do that or something, man, just don't fuck it up like they did that one.
Not
I hold that one in way more esteem.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him out. Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
And bam, 20 minutes of cutscenes.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
Oh, snap.
I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information.
Alright, I'm all ears.
We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear.
Oh, snap.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
You like snowmen?
On the contrary. It's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warheads they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Sounds like a real pro.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
Sexy.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get
Why
you
does
out
the
of here.
DARPA chief
Wait a
only have a level
is it?
1 card?
You
He's
haven't
one of
heard
the
any other
most
way to
important
disarm
people in the
PAL, have you?
facility.
From
He
your
should
bosses
have
or anyone?
the highest clearance possible.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Shit.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
You got it, champ. Alright. So the DARPA chief doesn't have the highest level clear. It made no sense. Nothing to do but wait for Meryl to rescue me. And she did just that. Thanks, baby.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
No, I'm solid, baby. Harder as a rock in a moment's notice.
Gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar.
What happens if you don't
That
find the
nervous glance,
SOCOM in that truck?
scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Alright.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
The first action scene of the game. Meryl, it feels like I'm doing all the work here. Better position because grenade comes in, what, now? Nope. Empty. There's the grenade. She didn't even scream there.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Yummy, yummy.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea.
Snap.
Good girl. Just like that.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
He's pretty big for a mantis. I want to make sure I type in her Kodak code before I forget. Natasha. No response. Can I not get to her yet? Oh, I was 10-2.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Well, that would make 3, right? With Meryl, her, and Snake, and contact the Colonel.
Snake, Psycho Mantis has the power to read people's minds. He got the DARPA chief's detonation code. Hurry up or he'll get Baker's code too.
That's right. If the terrorists get Baker's code, they'll be able to launch that nuke anytime they want.
Yeah, they'll use Metal Gear to do it. Colonel, did you know they were conducting a military exercise here using Metal Gear?
I didn't know.
Really?
Snake, you've got to understand. I'm just the middleman in this operation. Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor
Sure
basement.
you are.
You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
This game's pretty brilliant, isn't it? SOCOM bullets. More SOCOM bullets. Alright, so I'm stocked up on that. I have enough SOCOM bullets that gets toilet paper. Kick, kick, punch. Punch, kick. Gets on mine. Man, that elevator took a long time to get here. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I teach you. I'll just be sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, I listen to teacher. Nope. What level was that? Level 5? There's a lot of backtracking in that game. I think that's where the sniper rifle is. When I was a kid, I used to get freaked out by that and would stop at the noise, and then I would fall into that damn pit. It was like, what the hell? And there's pits over here. Put the thermal goggles on. So useful to where when you know where most of the shit is, it's super useful. Plus you can blow these up fast and ah! Sometimes I do that too quick and I blow up myself. Alright. Do. After a few hours of using the PS1 Classic controller, you get so used to it. Wonder if I can go get more C4. Or if I have to beat Ocelot first. Yep, more C4. C4 for days, son. Do. So when I've played many forms of the demo for this game, and some demos end right when you get into the facility. Others end right when you kill the DARPA chief. So I just thought that was a fun trivia fact. I definitely need to take a break though, because I'm gamed out for right now. Alright. Next time, play against Revolver Ocelot. So, thanks for hanging out with me for about half an hour. See you next watching.